Here we got ourselves a 2006 Trailblazer with a big 5.3 in it, as Eric O says. Check this out. This is the Class 2 network. We're at 7 volts. We're into pin 2 of the DLC. And this thing has all kinds of issues. Let's go ahead and watch that as I cycle it. Check out what happens here. You'll see like little tiny spikes. Funny thing is this car starts to run. I'm just baffled by that. The body control module has been replaced, but it's not programmed yet, so very interesting stuff.
All right, let's go ahead and take a quick time out. It's really important to understand what we're working on and understand how it works in order to fix it, right? So what are we talking about when we say GM Class 2? Well, GM Class 2 is an older style network. It's pre-CAN. There are some years, and actually this Trailblazer is one of them, where we have a high-speed CAN bus, pins 6 and 14 of the DLC, but we also have GM Class 2. So GM Class 2, just so you know, is on pin 2 of the DLC. I don't know how any easier that can get for you. That's pretty simple. Pin 2 of the DLC, and it's also J1850 protocol if you care. I don't think that helps me fix a car, but it's just nice to know. Now, pin 2 of the DLC is right over here. Pin 2. Just so you know, pin 16 is in the corner, the bottom corner here. Right over here is pin 16, and opposite of that is pin 1. So this would be pin 2, and we have pins 4 and 5 as our grounds. Just always good to get a good orientation and understand what you're looking at on your data link connector. So GM Class 2, it is a single wire network. So important to understand, if this is one wire that goes to multiple modules on the vehicle, if you short that to ground or if you short it to positive, we have a problem. The whole network goes to that voltage that it's shorted to. That will mess everything up, right? Now, if we have an open going to one of the modules, you'll still have communication with the other modules. So generally speaking, that's how that works. There could be some exceptions there, but take it as you go here. Just so you know, this is a 0 volts at rest approximately. I'll see if maybe 2-3 tenths of volt, maybe 4 tenths of volt on our basically our low sometimes, and our communicating state or dominant state is 7 volts, so 7 volts high. I say approximately 7 volts because you'll see some modules will talk a little higher, closer to 8 volts. It just depends on the vehicle you're working on. The BCM on many of these systems can wake up the other modules, but that can vary from vehicle to vehicle, so don't take my word on it. Go out there and check it out yourself. Here's a picoscope capture of Class 2, just to show you the variances. You can see we're a little bit elevated off of ground here, and some modules are talking closer to 7.8 volts, and other ones are talking at 7.14 volts. So just a quick overview of CAN bus.
So locating a splice pack comb that ties the Class 2 network together, we went ahead and disconnect that, and we're going to go ahead and go in here one at a time and watch the scope what happens. I think you guys are going to see the problem, so I'm just gently probing in here, and you can see we have activity.
This is good Class 2 communication. We have approximately 0 to 7 volts.
I'm going to go to another one. Oh, everything's wiggling around. Here's another one that's good. And we get to this pin right here. I'm going to find out which one it is, and we have 14 volts on our Class 2. So I'm going to be chasing after this guy right here. It's let me see which one that is, make sure I got it right. They do have letters and numbers on here, I believe. I think that's going to be from there, 1, 2, 3. I think we're looking at H, so I'm going to take a look at that. And terminal H, just so you know, does go back to the back splice pack. So we got to go to splice pack 306, it looks like. All right, so splice pack 306 is right here, and it turns out that the letter K on this, letter K is our problem. That goes up to the driver's door module. I went ahead and unplugged the driver's door module, no change in it. So we started horsing around over here, nothing, and we got the idea. Pull a sill plate, which you'll have problems. Can you see the green powder? I see green powder.
Well, there you have it. Those orange wires come together in a splice. The splice got corroded, and that corrosion created heat, which melted other circuits together all at the same point. Very interesting how that goes. If you want a more in-depth explanation of looking at the real wiring diagrams for this vehicle and my thought process as we go through it, be sure to check out handsonautotraining.com. If you like this content, please do like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and leave any comments and questions you may have down there, and I'll try to get to them. You guys have a great day. Bye-bye.